Asha San, the forgotten warrior. She was born in Japan, among cherry blossoms and temples. Yet her heart beat for India, a country she had never seen in her early years. At just 15, she stood before Netaji Subhas Chandra Bose, her eyes burning with the same fire he carried. She could have lived a quiet life as a doctor's daughter in Kobe, but destiny had chosen her for the battlefield. This is the forgotten story of Asha Sahay, known as Asha San, the Japanese-born warrior who gave her youth to India's freedom. Freedom is not given, it is taken. Asha Sahay was born in 1928, in Kobe, Japan. Her father, Dr. A.M. Sahay, was no ordinary man. He was deeply connected to India's independence movement and a supporter of Subhas Chandra Bose. Growing up in Japan, Asha lived between two worlds, the discipline and culture of Japan, and the passionate dreams of India's freedom that filled her home. At just 15, history came knocking. In Tokyo, she met Netaji Subhas Chandra Bose. His presence was magnetic, his words unforgettable. He looked at the young Asha and said, "We need soldiers, not tomorrow, but today." Those words stayed with her forever. Motivational line. Courage has no age. Even a teenager can carry the strength of a nation in her heart.
2 years later, Asha could no longer wait. She traveled to Bangkok and enlisted in the Rani of Jhansi Regiment, the women's wing of the Indian National Army. Here, young girls like her were transformed into soldiers. They trained to march for miles, carry rifles, throw grenades, even drive military trucks. Imagine, teenage girls, who could have been in schools or homes, now in uniforms, standing shoulder to shoulder as warriors. Netaji treated them not as girls, but as equals, soldiers of a free India. For Asha, every day was a test of grit. The jungle heat, the exhaustion of drills, the sound of warplanes above, it all became her reality. And yet, she thrived. Among her fellow Ranis, she found not just comrades, but sisters. When women rise with courage, no force on earth can suppress their spirit. The war soon reached their doorstep. Japan was bombing British strongholds, and the INA prepared to march towards India. Asha lived through air raids in Tokyo, hiding in bunkers as bombs fell. She endured harsh journeys through jungles in Thailand and Burma, where food was scarce, and disease spread faster than bullets. She saw comrades fall, but never once did her spirit break. She was a teenager in body, but in spirit, she was already a warrior. The INA's dream was to hoist the tricolor in Delhi. But fate was cruel. In 1945, Japan surrendered. With it, Netaji's army collapsed. Many INA soldiers, including Asha, were arrested, humiliated, or forced to return quietly. Motivational line. They did not lose. They planted a flame that burned until 1947. After the war, Asha returned to India with her father. The country was still chained but was breathing the air of approaching freedom. She married and lived a quieter life, far from the battlefield. But deep within, she always remained Asha San, the Rani of Jhansi soldier. For decades, her story was forgotten by most. But those who knew her saw in her eyes the same fire she once carried in uniform. In her later years, she became a living reminder of the INA, of the women who proved that patriotism is not about comfort, but sacrifice. She lived to the age of 97, passing away in 2025, leaving behind a story that deserves to be told. True heroes don't ask for recognition. Their lives themselves are the loudest inspiration. Asha San's journey asks us one question: what does it mean to love your country? She was born in Japan, raised as Japanese, but when her heart heard Netaji's call, she chose India. She chose struggle over safety, sacrifice over silence. As we remember her today, let us not only honor her memory but also honor her question to us: what are we doing with the freedom she fought for? The story of Asha San reminds us that freedom is not free, it is built on the sacrifices of those who dared to dream. Freedom means responsibility. Are you ready to bear it?
If you want more motivational real-life stories, so just like and subscribe KS Motivated Mind channel.